Hey, welcome back to Chilling with Daquan. Hopefully, you guys are doing great today. So, for today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a review of Spy X Family Code White. I'm breaking this down to three parts: story, characters, and then my overall thoughts. So, the plot essentially is Lloyd did a mission, but the company is not satisfied with the rate that the operation is moving. They feel like there's no progress being made. So they want to basically get rid of the whole family, move away from it. They've already found a replacement and everything. So he's freaking out, thinking, oh snap, what am I gonna do? And then, lucky enough for him, Anya is able to get a stellar star if she wins this baking competition or cooking competition essentially. And so she basically they figure out that the principal is the judge. So they figure out that, well, they didn't really figure it out. Lloyd already knew the guy's favorite dessert dish. So they set out on a family trip to kill two birds in one stone, is to go out here to this new country. I forgot the name of the country that they're going to. I think it's Frias or something like that. And they go there to find out the recipe for the dessert that the teacher likes, and they will use that in order to basically get one up, and hopefully the principal will like their dish enough to give her a stellar star so that the family doesn't have to break up. And through that, Yor is thinking that Lloyd is cheating on her because she thought she saw Lloyd kissing another girl, basically. But it wasn't, it was just his co-worker and everything. So she's trying to figure out, is he cheating, not cheating? So there's that, so that whole subplot. Essentially, it feels like a episode from the TV show. Or the anime, I'm sorry, the anime. You know how certain anime movies feel different from their counterpart of the anime? This doesn't. This feels exactly the same. And that's really my only issue with it, is that I felt like it didn't really feel like a movie per se. It just felt like a long movie form of an episode. It felt like 3-4 episodes bundled together to create a story for a movie. And the thing to me is that I feel like they had an episode that was kind of similar to this, with them going on a cruise and the whole thing with Anya and everything, why she got to go to the cruise, because she won a competition, and that's how they got on that cruise and everything. It's essentially kind of the same thing, but just done different in a way that she has to bake a dessert for a principal to get a stellar star. That's what it felt like to me. And that's really my only issue with it. I mean, the characters were done really well. I mean, they didn't really mess up Anya at all. Anya still feels exactly the same, goofy as hell, funny. Her and Bond have great moments together. If you don't know, Bond is the dog, Bond the man from the TV show that's in the anime. But every other character was pretty much the same. You know, Lloyd was exactly the same like he was in the whole anime. You know, you do get some more backstory on Lloyd in this movie, you know, of how the guy felt when he was a kid and everything, you know, and that was really good. That was good to see, you know. But Yor was exactly the same like she is in the anime, you know. But I think this time around, they kind of made her she's like falling for Lloyd, you know. She's not thinking it's just pretend anymore. Like, it's actually becoming real for her, you know, because it's something you can try to pretend in the beginning, but as time goes on, it doesn't feel like you can pretend any longer. It becomes real at that point, you know. So the characters are all the same, you know, nothing really changed or anything like that. There was new characters introduced, you know, pretty much the main villain, who was basically the villain of the whole movie. He worked for the military. He was building this ship to go do some stuff to the, I think it was the east or west or something like that along those lines. And of course, they had to stop it and everything. So they had this manuscript that something that Anya did. I'm not gonna say what she did, but that's essentially what happened. That's what pushed the story forward, essentially. And the action scenes were really good. The thing that I thought that was odd was that it looked good. The movie looked very good, but it didn't look as different from the anime. Like a lot of shots, I was like, this looks pretty good for, a movie, but I was thinking it would be even higher quality, because sometimes you can tell the different quality animation when it comes to a movie production compared to an anime production. And this just kind of felt like it's an anime production. Like I said earlier, it just felt like it was a bunch of episodes smushed in to make a movie, but I mean, that's just how I felt. It was a good movie. It wasn't a bad movie. I didn't have a bad time watching it. I had a good time watching it. I thought it was really good. I laughed a lot, just because as Anya was in it, she was hilarious. I mean, other than that, those are my only main issues with it is that it did feel a bit long at times. I felt like, oh, okay, this should be like the end. It should be wrapping up. But then it kept going. I was like, okay, maybe this will be the end. And then it kept going. It was times like that I'm like, this movie's quite long. I felt like the runtime was a bit long. I don't know if it was because it felt like it was a long type of episode, or it didn't feel like I was having a good time watching it. That wasn't the case. It just felt long at times. It felt like it should have ended at this part, but it just kept kind of going. But other than that, overall, I enjoyed the movie. I think it wasn't a bad movie. I think it definitely could have been better. But then again, this is their first film, and we don't know if they're going to make any more films or not. I do want them to make more films. I would like it to be different, a little bit way further away from the anime, because it did follow, it kind of played into the story of the actual anime of her trying to win a star and the story pushing forward. So I would have liked maybe a different plot, essentially, because like I said, it felt like it was something from the anime, essentially. Overall, my review score for this anime would be a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 is pretty good for me. I would have given it an 8, I think, if I felt like the story was a little bit more put together in a way. And I'm not saying the story wasn't bad. This is just my opinion, how I felt about it. I think it's a 7.5, and it's not bad. I'm telling you, it's a great movie to watch. If you like Spy Family, you're gonna get that Spy Family experience of the funny moments between Anya, the funny moments between Yor and Lloyd. Like, you're gonna get those moments. There's a lot of wholesomeness in here. It isn't all bad. It just felt like it didn't feel like a movie per se. It felt like a long type of episode put in a movie form, if you get what I'm saying. But I would love to know if you guys have seen the movie. What do you guys think? What is your score? Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? Do you think it could have been better? Do you think it felt like it was a movie? Or do you think it just felt like a long episode that was turned into a movie? But yes, I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And as always, stay amazing. Please stay amazing. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay with me now. Peace. Hey, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to check out my other videos, they'll be listed here or in the sub boxes down at the bottom for you guys. But yeah, stay amazing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Say it with me now. Peace.